Welcome to the NIH Library's 3D Printing with uPrint tutorial. The NIH printing service is a free service for NIH staff. The only restriction is that models should be work-related. You'll be starting with your model. This is where the real work is. Operating a printer is not complicated, but modeling is. The Tech Hub has licenses for Maya, SolidWorks, ZBrush, and Adobe Creative Cloud programs that can be used for modeling. Here is a list of free modeling programs. This is not an exhaustive list. It doesn't matter which program you use to create your model, as long as you can export it as a .stl file. STL is a common 3D printer format. Tinkercad is a good program for beginners. Netfabb Basic is great for checking problems with model geometry. SketchUp is also popular with beginners. Blender has a high learning curve, but a great deal of online training is available. There are also specialized biomedical programs. 3D Slicer and MyPab will create models from medical imaging. Chimera can produce molecular models from PDB files. By far the easiest method is to print someone else's model if copyright allows. The NIH 3D Print Exchange is an excellent source of scientific models. Users can share their work or download for free. The maximum size for printing on this printer is 8 by 8 by 6 inches. The model should be checked for holes in the geometry. The walls need to be at least 1/16 of an inch. Models often look fine in modeling programs. It's always a good idea to check the geometry in programs like Netfabb. This is an example of a ribbon structure opened in Netfabb Basic. To begin a repair, simply click on the red cross at the top of the screen. New checkboxes appear in the bottom right corner. One highlights holes, which appear in yellow. Another shows degenerated faces. This model doesn't appear to have any. The last box shows the triangle mesh. Click the Automatic Repair button. A dialog box appears. Choose Execute. The holes are now gone. Click Apply Repair and select Remove Old Part. The last step is to export your repaired part. Under the top menu, choose Part, Export Part as STL, then save the file. The uPrint SE Plus is an entry-level professional printer that utilizes dissolvable supports, which allow for more delicate models that would otherwise break during post-processing. The heated build chamber prevents curling and cracking. This printer is networked and uses Catalyst EX to convert models into a layered format for printing. It is recommended that users log in with their PIV card. This helps identify you in the event of a problem. We can't retrieve lost prints. If we know who you are, we can contact you for resubmission and queue placement. Catalyst EX is used to submit your print to the queue. It is on most computers in the library. Participants can view the queue and estimate the finish time. Please allow 1 business day for soaking away the supporting structures. Please remember to sign the log found on the printer table. Once the job is submitted to the queue, your job is finished. Library staff will remove the model from the printer, soak it in the bath, ask at the information desk to pick up. It's possible to print quality models from medical imaging using programs like 3D Slicer. It's important to remember that 3D printing is not photography though. High-resolution models create huge files that crash the printer's software. You will probably need to clean up your image artifacts in another modeling program. You can also smooth out rough edges and lumpiness. Remember to check the model for holes in Netfabb. If Catalyst keeps grinding for more than an hour, there is a problem. Because we can dissolve supporting structures, it's possible to create high-quality molecular ribbon models on the uPrint. You can register for the NIH 3D Print Exchange and upload PDB files directly. The Print Exchange will automatically format your model, check for holes, and add struts for stability. For those who would rather not have an unpublished model on a public site, Chimera will export PDB files as STL, but you need to format the thicknesses under Settings. The numbers listed here are the minimum dimensions for printing. You can also add struts by opening the command line under Favorites and typing struts at CA length 7 loop 30 color blue. Struts are essential in printing durable models. It's recommended that you use the solid infill setting in Catalyst to increase model strength. Here are some examples of prints made on the uPrint. Colors are limited on this type of printer. The library has ivory. If you need another color, you can purchase it and we will put it on the printer. Now let's take a look at the Catalyst software. You open Files with the menu at the top of the screen. File, Open STL. To the right of the opened STL is Properties. Layer resolution is the layer thickness. There are 3 options for model interior. We recommend sparse, low density, unless the part will be under physical pressure. At 30% infill, low density is sufficient for most models. We recommend smart for support infill. This uses an algorithm to minimize support material. The next step is orienting your model. Go to the Orientation tab. It's best to orient the model so that less support is needed. This saves material and reduces print time. There is an auto orient, or you can orient it manually using the buttons on the right. Once the model is oriented, click on the Process STL button. This process can take some time depending on the model complexity. Once it's finished, your model will appear in red and gray. The red is the model, the gray is supports. The next step is to click the Add to Pack button. This adds your model to the platform. You only need to click it once. Now you want to view the Pack tab. This is where you choose what part of the platform you want the model printed. You can also make copies using the button on the right. If you wish to add another model to the plate, go back to the General tab, open the next STL file, and start the process again. If you did not log into the computer using your PIV card, now is the time to add your name under Pack Details /name. This way, if something goes wrong, we know who to contact. Once you finish loading the plate, click the Print button in the bottom right corner. The Printer Status tab lists all the jobs in the queue. You can estimate the finish time for your model. The rest of the work is up to library staff. We will remove the model from the printer, soak it in the bath, and rinse and dry it. Allow 1 business day for the bath. Ask at the information desk for completed models. Thank you for viewing the NIH Library's 3D Printing with uPrint tutorial. For more information, visit our website at nhlibrary.nih.gov/services/3D printing service or email walkerve@mail.nih.gov.